everybody. I hope you all are having a great night tonight. I'm with Laura, like always.
Hey, you guys.
And we're going to be talking about the law of non-resistance.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Yes, and we're so happy and grateful that you guys are here today. You know, we appreciate you guys. We know you're watching. So we hope you guys are having a good weekend so far. I know it's Friday, barely getting started. But, you know, I'm grateful to be here with Isa. And yeah, she said we're going to be talking about the law of non-resistance. So shout out to Neno, aka Mornings with Neno, because he's the one that shared this topic with us. And we're going to go ahead and share it with you guys because it's so valuable and so important. But other than that, you know, we got Isa, we got Laura here. And, you know, we just want to thank you guys for being here. But before we start this video, I want to go ahead and share some gratitude today because, you know, I'm blessed. And I definitely want to be grateful. I'm grateful for God. You know, I'm grateful for Isa. I'm grateful for you guys. I'm grateful for our community and for our loved ones, for our family, for the food we ate, you know, for the water that we had today, everything. I'm absolutely blessed and grateful. So what are a few things that you're grateful for, sis?
So I'm very grateful for my mom, dad's in Mexico, my family, my friends. You, like, thank you so much. Just, I'm so glad to be alive. Like, you don't even know, like, life is so precious. It's so, I've learned a lot.
It really is, right? Anything can happen at any moment, so we just gotta be grateful and live in the moment.
Yeah, that's why the law of non-resistance is so important to implement in your life.
Amen, amen, amen. Oh my gosh, you guys, can you believe we only have 21 days left or 22 days left of the year already? The year is about to end and it's about to be 2023. Girl, you ready?
So much Christmas.
Yeah. All right, you guys, so we're gonna go ahead and get in because I know it's been about 2 minutes already and you guys are ready to learn. But basically the law of no resistance, you guys, is key to getting everything that you want in life, right? Because there cannot be any resistance. And in this case, it's like having resistance to change, or even having like negative feelings like doubt, fear, you know, whether you're thinking consistently negative about certain things, you know, those kinds of things are going to keep you resistant. It's going to give you resistance and you're not going to be able to get those things that you want in life. Yeah, you guys. So, and other feelings like that are insecurities, you know, worries about certain things. All those things can cause resistance from the things that we want. And sometimes, you know, we want certain things in life, whether it's physical, mental, or social, whether it's a new house, whether it's, you know, a new bod or something. All those things, like, it's getting from destination A to destination B. And what we fill the gaps with is what's going to, you know, determine whether we do reach those goals or not. And so if we're consistently feeling fear, doubt, insecurities, and worries, those things are going to keep us from reaching those goals, reaching destination B. And you know, it's not like people say, it's not about the destination, but it's about the journey, and it's real, right? So, you know, basically, you know, we're consistently, every day, we're consistently choosing, you know, based on our perception, how we view life, circumstances, situations, and people in our lives that we're experiencing on a day-to-day basis, you know. And so, Isa, why don't you give us your example of the haunted house, please?
Of course, I heard this. Actually, like, some of you all don't support him or do support him, but I heard this example from Andrew Tate, and I think it's so, like, so fire, so key, so everything.
You gotta tell him,
Okay, so, when you say an out, so two people stay at a haunted house, right? One person believes in ghosts, the other person does not. So if you hear a knock on the door, that person hears a knock on the door, the person that believes in ghosts will stay there scared, thinking it's a spirit or a ghost or whatever. But the person who doesn't believe in the ghosts said, like, it was just a wind and goes back to bed like it's nothing.
or goes and opens the door, right?
Yes, yes. So that's very important because it reminds you, I feel like that example reminds you that your way of thinking, your perception matters.
It really does. Amen, sis. And so I hope you guys, really understood the message that was trying to be sent behind that story, Basically, we all have a choice, right? Whether we're choosing to think, for example, if there's something like a challenge, if we tend to think negative about it, like, wow, this is something really bad that's happening to me, then it's only going to continue to get worse from there. You're only going to continue to attract those same situations over and over, and we're going to stay in that same place. We're not going to get anywhere. We're not going to reach our goals. And so a lot of the reasons that we have fears, doubts, worries, insecurities is because of the traumas that we've been through, the things that people, or I guess, limiting beliefs, and that, how do I say this? That we've been like, that we've just, God, there's that word, you guys, there's that word, but I can't remember. Basically, you guys, it's just the limiting beliefs that we have, from our environments and the people that we've been hanging out with for over time.
That we acquired, too. I think
something like that, yeah. So,
I don't know.
A lot of the resistance in our lives causes us to pause and to stop what we're doing, and so we don't have a clear direction of what we want or where we're going in life. So, a lot of the times, like, the feelings that we're feeling, it could be fears of loss, it could be fear of failure. Isa was talking about how being first generation, give me more, sis. Give me some back.
Yes, I feel like being first generation, like, shout out to all the students in Willamette Academy, because you all know that being first generation, like, puts heavy weight on your shoulders. So having to carry, having to, like, demonstrate to your family, to your loved ones, to basically the whole world.
Right.
That you can pass it, you go right.
Yeah.
You'll be successful, and it's just so much better.
It is. It's hard, because you're like, you have this expectation of, oh, I gotta graduate college, I gotta get a good job, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. But at the end of the day, are we really chasing after our goals, or are we chasing after somebody else's dream? You know what I mean? So it's tough, but a lot of the times the doubt and worries, that every kind of bad thought that we have that's not in alignment with our goals is resistance, you know what I mean? And so, like Isa was saying, sometimes we have that fear of failure where we don't want to fail because we have our people looking up to us, we have our family, looking up to us, like, they're gonna graduate, they're gonna do big things, and so we constantly have that in our mind. And sometimes we tend to think like, oh, what if I fail, like, I'm gonna disappoint them, things like that, so
yes, true.
A lot of the times those are the types of fears that we have, but all of these, it's not bad. Like I was telling Isa, it's not bad to feel sad or to feel mad, like to feel negative feelings. Like, it's okay, because we tend to be more aware of what is making us feel that way. But it's important to be mindful of, okay, what is making me feel this way, and what can I do to prevent myself from feeling this way again? And a lot of the times that the challenges that arise are challenges that we bring upon us because of the energy that we're giving out on a consistent basis, and we don't realize that. But we have the power to change our perception of every challenge. Every challenge is a blessing. So,
of course. So, count your blessing. Count your blessing.
Exactly. And so, we're going to dive a little bit more into what we were just talking about. But before we move on, we would just want to give some examples of what non-resistance feelings look like, right? This is when you're feeling good, you're feeling happy, everything is positive, there's peace in your life. Obstacles are a blessing, everything works in our favor. We're happy, we're excited, there's no resistance, and everything is flowing like water. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what gets in our way, we're gonna get through it. So
yes.
Just to begin with, like, for a first step, you guys, I know it's been about 10 minutes, but if you're still rolling with us, big shout out to you, because you're gonna get a lot from this video, you guys.
Yes. A lot value.
There you go. So, do you want to tell them what the first step is?
Of course. So the first step is sitting down and identifying that there is a problem. That there's a problem you have to fix, right?
So basically, we're gonna be identifying what is resisting you. Okay, so is it fears? Are they doubts? Is it the first? What's the first thing that we have to heal and cure before we get to the next level? And those are the things that are resisting us, right? The things that we're resisting, or the things that are making us feel fear, doubt, insecurities, worries, all that. Identify which one is resisting you from reaching the next level. So this could be what's keeping you from getting that big breakthrough, overcoming certain fears, doubts, and insecurities and worries. Because if we don't overcome those feelings, or if we're consistently thinking negative, we're gonna stay on the same level and nothing is gonna change. We're gonna stay in the same place. And a lot of the times, like, the challenge that we have in our lives are going to continue to be there until we learn our lesson and apply it to our lives, because these challenges,
just like a test.
Amen. And that's what it's doing, basically. It's a test. Like, God wants to see if we could handle certain challenges, or if we can learn from certain challenges, so that we can continue to receive more blessings, or get to the next level, get to that goal, destination B. Until we don't overcome our fears, we're gonna stay at that same level, so we gotta overcome those fears, and it's hard, right? But sometimes you gotta face them and go ahead and get out of a comfort zone sometimes. So and only with positive intentions, right? But basically, you guys, how Isa was saying, like, it's like a test, but if we don't study and prepare, then we're not gonna pass, and we're gonna stay in that same place. We're not gonna be able to receive more blessings. I hope I'm making sense to you guys. I know sometimes I talk a little fast, but
but it's okay.
Yeah. Perception is big. How Isa was talking about, like, the whole haunted house thing.
Yes.
There's a lot of people, or sometimes we perceive things and people as evil. But evil is like a false law that man has made for himself. For ourselves. We've been hypnotized to think that. Or hypnotized by race beliefs, sin, sickness, and death that have outpictured our illusions, that, oh, this is evil, that's bad, the world is evil, the world is only getting worse, but at the end of the day, for every good thing, there's a bad thing, it's a law, and I can't remember what the name of that law is, but it's true, guys, it's like gravity, like, if I drop my phone, it's gonna fall, it's just what it is. So, again, you guys, like, it's our perception what really determines how we feel about certain things, and how that is going to return. How that energy is going to return to us. So if we look at it for what it is, that's what it'll always be. But you have the choice to think, oh, this blessing is not a burden, it's a blessing, it's something that I asked for, I should be grateful. And yes, it comes with all these challenges and responsibilities, but I can get through it. I'm going to get through it, and I'm going to get to the next level.
Oh yes, and an example for that, trust me, is what I'm currently going through. Like, at the same time, I cannot say this, but it sucks, but at the same time, I asked for it. Like, I asked to level up, to drop everybody that was not serving me, God,
Right.
Like, I asked for this, and you get what you deserve.
Honestly, right? Like, in life, like, there's a saying that in life you don't get what you want, you get what you deserve,
Yes, and that's so true.
Yeah, it's all about the energy that you're giving out. And I know a lot of you guys have experienced that with karma, but karma's real. Like, it's like the energy you give out is the energy you get back, so but basically, you guys, like, I was like, how we were talking about, like, your perception, right? So if you're perceiving things as with the victim mindset, you're thinking, like, wow, this is happening to us, why is this happening to me, like, why? But instead of thinking that way, you should be thinking, this is happening for us, like, this is happening for a reason. So let's go ahead and see what we can learn from it, what we can apply from it, and what we can do to prevent something negative from coming from that again. So sorry, I got mixed up there a little bit, but a lot of the challenges in our lives come in our lives to make us better, to be more aware, to pay attention to areas, in life that we haven't been giving enough attention to. So all of those things is actually a blessing, something positive from the challenges that we have in life. And if we don't learn our lesson, we're gonna continue to go through that challenge, just like I mentioned before. But that was basically step one. I know we elaborated a lot, but step one is to basically identify what is resisting you from getting to the next level. Now we're gonna talk about step two, sis. If you want to go ahead and tell me a little bit about that.
Of course, and that step 2 is changing the meaning, like changing the narrative, like that it all happened
Yeah.
to you, right? Everything does happen to you, but it's for you to grow into like to more and better, like become better person, whatever you want to do.
Right. So we already kind of talked about, what changing the meaning is, right? Like changing your perception of things, right? So instead of looking at failure as a bad thing, I can look at it as, I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for this situation that's happening to me. I can't wait to learn, or for me, right? I can't wait to learn my lesson from this. I can't believe this is happening. Okay, my bad, you guys. But basically, we're going to be saying, I'm so grateful for this challenge, or I'm so grateful that the situation is happening for me, instead of saying, I can't believe this is happening to me. You know what I mean? We're changing the way that we look at it. We're changing the meaning. So that would be step 2, right? And now there's another law that we're going to go ahead and talk about just a tiny bit before this video gets too long, you guys. But being, the law of least effort, that law is just being able to accomplish your goal with the least amount of effort, right? We don't want to have to do too much to accomplish our goals. But too much negative beliefs causes us to go through challenges and adversities, right? So some obstacles that hold ourselves back, by distracting ourselves, putting each other down, and with the words that we say to each other, or, our actions towards each other. So all of those things won't allow us to have, it will bring resistance into our life. And so when we feel more positive and we focus on the positive, or we change the meaning of it, we allow to have no resistance, and we'll be able to get what we want in life, so, or at least achieve some goals that we have. But it has been a long one, you guys. I don't want to take too much time, because I know you guys got lots of things to do, and we definitely appreciate you guys being here with us. But we are gonna be doing a part 2 in the next coming weeks, so stay tuned. But before we end this video, we are gonna just tell you a little bit more about
Step 3.
Right. So our step 3 is, do not turn blessings into burdens. And, this kind of goes into like changing the meaning, right? So instead of thinking of something,
it's a problem.
Right. We can think of it as a blessing. And I can tell you guys, like, so many times where I've wanted certain things in life, I wanted to achieve certain, next levels. And with that being, when I asked for it, it came with certain challenges and responsibilities, and there's been times where I'm like, why is this happening, right? Kind of like turning it into a burden, when really it should be a blessing, and I should be ready to take it head on, so as hard as it gets, we should continue to go, sis, because that's what we asked for.
Yeah, that's totally right. At the same time, like, I don't get it, but I can't get it, because shit, I wanted to level up, so God, the universe, let this happen to me, and it sucks, but it's okay. Like, it's not good, but I'm learning.
Amen.
That's what it is. That's key.
Yeah, you guys. And then real quick, a couple things that we can do just to kind of like help us focus, or at least have a different so I'm gonna try to say this as easy as possible, but basically so that we don't respond or react negatively to certain situations, circumstances, and people, we want to go ahead and invest in our personal development, right? So work on our mental well-being. And some things that you can do is, meditation, yoga, exercise, reading, journaling, having a morning routine, but anything that will keep your mind feeling good naturally, so that throughout the day, anything that happens, you'll have that strength to continue to go on with your head high and up, so that you're changing the meaning of things instead of turning them into burdens. You're thinking of them as blessings, and that way we're able to reach our goals a lot faster.
Yes, and just mentioned about the routine. We have previous videos. One I think is on YouTube, and the other two are on Instagram, and they talk about the night routine, the morning routine, and the day routine. So I will go look at those videos.
There you go. Yep, I agree. Yes, you guys go check those out. Let's get our mind, our body, and spirit in alignment. The only thing that can make us feel down is basically if we let something from the outside affect our inner being, So let's go ahead and identify what is resisting us. Let's change the meaning, and let's not turn blessings into burdens. Right? Hey, you guys get it. But thank you so much for being here, you guys. We have so much information to share with you, and I know you guys only have so much time in your day, so thank you so much for being here. We love you. I love you, Isa, and we hope you guys have a beautiful weekend. Shout out to anybody that's watching it. Shout out to our family. And sis, did you have anything to say?
Of course. Just remember, if you can look up, you can get it.
Amen, sis. Amen. That was amazing. All right, you guys have a beautiful night, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.